So, I mean, I was gonna do this vlog later, like episode 4 or something, about all my difficulties thus far. But one of the difficulties is I had vlog episode 2 all filmed and ready to go, but my data stopped working. So, one of the many difficulties I had here when I first got here was internet. I don't have Wi-Fi in my apartment, right? Because nobody's been living there for 40 years. There's no reason for my friend's dad to have Wi-Fi there. So I wanted to get some for home, and it turns out all the contracts I've seen so far from every carrier has been minimum 2-year contracts. And I'm obviously only going to be here for 1 year as of right now. Probably will be the case. So I couldn't really, even for pocket Wi-Fi is like a personal router that you can carry on you in your backpack or whatever, or in your pocket, as the name implies. But even those were 2-year contracts. So I was like, well, how do I have internet then? Like, I kind of need it to do stuff. And so I got a phone plan. Fortunately, it was a guy who worked at the store that knew English. Like he was from Sri Lanka, I believe, and he knows Japanese and English. So he was helping me with my phone plan. The plan itself is super cheap, and I get 3 gigs of data. I don't have any minutes. I just have a phone number for the sake of answering a call from my job or whatever. But I don't actually use the phone to anybody. But my plan is it gives me 3 gigs of data a month, but for like $15. But if I pay $30, I get an extra 20 gigs, which is crazy, and it's a lot of data. Not that much data actually, though, if I'm using it as my home internet as well. I don't like watch many YouTube videos or anything like that. I come to this camera store, I download Netflix episodes with their free Wi-Fi, which I will mention in a future vlog episode. This place is pretty cool. But yeah, I actually don't use internet at home that much. I had to lately to just download some stuff, like video editing software and whatnot. But one of the problems I'm having today is my data ran out, the high-speed data. So you can turn off and on high-speed data. I get unlimited mega slow data, but the high-speed ran out. And the guy at the phone store, which actually is this phone store, just a different location, or electronics store, he told me that when my data runs out, any given time, I can just re-up and get another 20 gigs for $30, and any remaining data will transfer onto my next month. So I was like, all right, but it's not working. So right now I only have slow speed data, which is whatever. I'll get by. When I first got here, I had no phone, no data, no nothing. I just had my phone. So I would, like I mentioned in my first vlog, I would go to 7-Eleven or Yodobashi Camera or wherever I could find. Nowhere has free Wi-Fi. So I was like, it felt like I was off the grid for a while, which is being off the grid. I like it when it's a choice, but not when you kind of need it to function. When I want to talk to people from back home, I miss everybody and whatnot, so that kind of sucked. Cause yeah, I mean, it's a 16-hour time difference over here, so from back home. So, and I'm used to living with roommates, right? So at night, everybody back home, in the evening here, everybody back home is sleeping. So yeah, I mean, it gets kind of lonely. I have friends here for sure. I mean, my main friend show that brought me here. But I mean, it's been tough. It's been different. Takes some getting used to. Another difficulty I had, obviously, is language. I'm not good at Japanese. I'm basic, but I'm Duolingoing. I'm using an app to study every day. I really wish I brought my textbooks. I messed up from university. But yeah, I'm studying every day, but it's not easy. Trying to get around in society where, like, people are nice though. That's the thing. So, for example, when I had to go to City Hall to get my residence card, which I'll show you guys real quick. It's kind of neat looking. Yeah. When I had to go to City Hall to update my address and whatnot, they couldn't. So every place in Tokyo is on the grid for them. Like they have binders and binders and binders of every little nook and cranny in Tokyo with the name of the building, who owns it, the exact address and stuff. So they were trying to find my location, and they found the spot, but it said that it had a name, which it wasn't anymore because nobody's used this spot for so long, right? So they didn't really know what to do because I said I was living there, but it didn't really seem like I could be, I guess. So when I went to the city hall, it was so intimidating, right? All of this, there's so much just difficult looking Japanese words and signs and stuff everywhere. When I got there, there's this guy, and there's a guy and a girl, and the guy knew English, and he was like, "Hey, how can I help you?" And I said, "Oh, hey, I just need to update my residence card. I got to put my address on it." And he's like, "Okay, come with me. You have to fill out this form, and this form. Let's do it together. First, start by going here." Like he was talking like like an automated machine, but it was weird because he didn't sound like a robot either. He sounded like he was just being super genuine and really nice. And then the lady at the counter was like, she helped me for like an hour trying to figure this whole mess out and everything. And her English was actually really good, even though we spoke like half English, half Japanese. And she even said, she's like, "I have to transfer you to someone else. I have to go pick up my kids from school, sorry." But then she thought of something, so she came running back and helped me for another 15 minutes. And I was like, you can go pick up your kids, it's okay. And she's like, no. She refused to stop helping me until my problem was solved. And seriously, like the level of politeness was so out of this world. I was tearing up talking to this person. Same with that dude. Like, it was next level. But the language thing, I'm getting better every day. And I think I start my job today at B Pump, bouldering facility. I think working at a place is definitely going to help. But it's, it puts a barrier on who I can be friends with at the moment, really. Like when I went to South Korea, I have a friend there who doesn't know English, but my Korean, at the time especially, was better than my Japanese. But even that was usually not really that easy. And I want to make friends, so yeah. I'm very fortunate I got this job. Minimum wage here is around like $9 an hour Canadian. And my, I made more in Canada. So just getting used to, I'm going to look for a second part-time job as well, but getting used to money management and stuff is different over here. I was getting pretty good at it or better at it in Edmonton, I should say, not pretty good. And now I got to kind of start, not from scratch, but just take a couple steps back again. Find out what I should be eating, like, often, and whatnot. There's a lot of costly lessons I've had so far. Like the fact that water at the club isn't free, it's $5 each. That was annoying. My friend Sho and I went to this izakaya, like an old Japanese style bar, and there's a sign for pints of beer, like $2.50 or something, and we're like, yeah, let's get a couple of beers, get some cheap beers. And the catch, he didn't even know either. He's from here, but he didn't know because he never goes to these kind of places that often. The catch was that you got to order food. The food is kind of expensive. I ended up trying horse sashimi and whale sashimi. That was strange, but again, it was $40 for that. Just $40 I didn't plan on it spending. Not every day, but so often these little things just keep happening where it's a lesson that I learn about the place, but it ends up costing me money. So getting used to all that's been tough. What else? Yeah, I forgot I just showered. I forgot I should let my hair dry before I go to work, so I just took it down. Looks all stringy with the white background. Let's get that. Let's look nicer for the camera. Okay. That's okay. There was also this moment where, after a week I got here, I was just going for an aimless walk, and I ended up at this really secluded kind of park where there was a bench and no one else in the area. So I just sat there for a while. I had no internet, no phone, There's nobody around me. There's pretty much no noises. And I'm on the other side of the world. And it was not the most alone I've ever felt for sure, but it was maybe literally the most alone I've ever been. And I thought about that. I just sat there and thought about it for a while. Started writing in my journal, and it was interesting for perspective, for sure. Another thing is, as you guys, well, not all of you obviously, but the people who know me know, I smoked weed back in Canada. Not like all day, every day, not a wake and bake kind of guy. Just like to do it to myself, sometimes, in the evenings. And like, I'm fine not doing it, but I've only been drunk, besides coming here, I've been drunk 2 times all year. I took a big break, even though I'm a bartender. I took a big break just because life's getting hard. Drinking not only is expensive, but every time I was getting drunk, I was just getting not happy. So I just took a long break. But here, everyone fucking drinks, and it's fine. It needs them getting used to. I'm really good at pacing myself when I drink too, but here it's like the pace is so fast, and it's not like the first time I got drunk here, I got peer pressured a little bit. I wasn't peer pressured, but it was just like I was in the moment, and the moment was, all right, let's do another one. So gotta watch that, because I don't like being that drunk anymore. It's fun, sure, unless I'm 100% sure the next day can be a write-off. But I don't want it to be a write-off because I like being productive. So having the next day being a write-off kind of sucks. So, and I guess lastly, for now, there's been a lot of difficulties, but I don't want to make this video too long already. So lastly, I think part of the reason was that that not smoking weed kind of changed up my sleep cycle a little bit. But there's just been a lot of stress upon arriving into my life, before arriving. Not in Hawaii. Hawaii was dope. And I'll have a vlog about that one day. But yeah, there's been a lot of stress. So for 2 weeks straight, I had nightmares every single night, like 5. The record was 6 nightmares in one night. And not scary dreams, like actually legit. Every time I'd wake up going, like every time. And it was so stressful, like I couldn't even start my day properly. Yeah, maybe I think I just miss everybody. I love, and I'm far from a lot of my loved ones, so miss you guys. Come on, next vlog. Peace. Just a quick little update for my room. I changed it, so I got my play area now. So I got the music, the mixer, the mic, the pedal, the amp, the guitar. That's Jenny. Hi, Jenny. I love you. I love you. I give her hugs sometimes. Yeah, this is my room now. So yeah, thanks for tuning in thus far. Hope to keep it interesting. Some new shit gonna come sooner or later, but yeah, not sooner or later. Every Sunday is the goal. So stay tuned. Thanks for tuning in so far. Now get the fuck out of my house.